Hello and welcome to the podcast studio of St. Paul Inside the Walls. This is going to be a little commercial for the many fun events happening at St. Paul's in the fall semester. My name is Brian Honsberger. I'm the executive director here, and I'm joined by my friend and coworker, Caitlin Ferrari, the director of communications for St. Paul Inside the Walls. How was your summer, Kate?
Great summer.
Yeah?
We had a great summer. It was really nice and relaxing, but I think that we're excited to kind of move forward. The school year's beginning, and now everything is really starting to ramp up here at St. Paul Inside the Walls. How was your summer?
It was my favorite summer ever. Yeah, so let's get into what we're going to be doing this semester. What's coming up first, Caitlin?
This week is really where we start kicking things off. Mm-hmm. As some people might know, some people might not know, we do a lot of things here at St. Paul Inside the Walls, and we're here for everybody. So why don't we begin by some of the ongoing things we have for people? How about we start at the beginning? We will start for the searcher, for the person that...
The person who's on the fringes of faith.
Yeah.
Maybe they're either discovering Catholicism for the first time or for the first time in a long time.
Right.
So that would be called...
That would be called Catholicism from Scratch. Look at this. So right now we're actually on our website here. Mm-hmm. When you go to insidethewalls.org, we have sliders, and this is one of the sliders. It's right here. It says Catholicism from Scratch.
So this is for the beginner. If you are trying to learn about Catholicism, or if you went through everything in like catechesis as a 10th grader and It's been a while, this is a good program, and it's run by Father Paul Manning, who's one of the best preachers and teachers of the diocese.
Yes, and if you haven't been here before, he is the man when you come here. So if this is your first time to St. Paul Inside the Walls, I would introduce yourself to Father Paul Manning. He's just absolutely tremendous. Mm-hmm. So like it says here on our website, these are self-contained sessions on specific topics. Typically, we run one a month. And it starts this month, September 30th, and that topic is following Jesus. So basically, this is one Saturday a month. It will begin at 10 a.m. It's from 10 to noon. Really low pressure and fun, but very informative. It really is something that you probably shouldn't miss because it's a great class.
Yeah, there's very little commitment here. You can show up, dip your toe in the water. If you like it, you can keep going.
Right.
Yeah. So let's talk about One Way next.
Okay, One Way is for the person that wants to go a little bit further.
Yeah, we call it an intermediate course in discipleship. So let's say you have a foundation and that you remember it and you appreciate Catholicism and Jesus to a certain degree, but you want to go deeper, you want to learn more. One Way is very good for young adults. It's on Sunday mornings. We are allowing anybody over the age of 18 to come, but this is designed for and geared for young adults, and it's really helped people grow in their faith here at St. Paul's.
Right. This is a unique experience that you only get at St. Paul Inside the Walls. It was developed and formed within the walls by Brian Honsberger, Father Paul Manning, and a few other people had something to do with that. And just like the beginner, the Catholicism from Scratch is for the beginner, and it's very low commitment. This one isn't a high commitment, but it just gives you a little bit more. So each class is 3 sessions, and once again, we typically do this each session once a month. So it's 3 consecutive Sundays. The first session is September 10th. That is this coming Sunday. 10th, 17th, and 24th. This first session is on discipleship. And the little tagline is, learn from, follow, and imitate Jesus. Yes. So you should check that out too. And I don't know if you're following along here. Again, I'm on the website under the events tab, and we're just going in order here. So the first one is Catholicism from Scratch. This is One Way, and our next step is the Joy-Filled Disciple.
Yes, this is also an intermediate course for discipleship, and it is offered on Wednesday nights. It's very good if you can't make it on Sundays because you're actively involved with parish life. We encourage that. And this is taught by one of our newest members of our adjunct faculty. His name is Dan Baylog. He has been a lifelong atheist, and in the past 5 years or so, had a rather radical and efficacious conversion to Jesus and Catholicism. So he's a very vibrant, faith-filled person, loves Jesus, loves the church, and is ready, and he's well-formed, despite how shortly, he has not been Catholic for a while, but he's well-formed, and he's going to be teaching this course. I promise it's going to be excellent. So attendance for this is already rather high, but there's still space, and it starts. We're going to release this video on Wednesday, September 6th. So it starts today.
And let me tell you, I'm excited about this because he is excited about this.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I get information from other parishes, and he is all over the place. He's doing talks throughout the diocese and beyond. He is just tremendous. I really can't wait to get feedback on this.
Yeah,
event.
me too. So we encourage everybody to join that. That's for everybody age 18 or over.
Awesome. Okay, so next up, we are going to kind of go from the jackpot of all things we have going here at St. Paul Inside the Walls. So this next program is for the person that is really, really on fire, right?
Yes. We call this the Certificate in Catholic Evangelization. We've been doing this for about 12 years now, and it has borne great fruits in our diocese. This is advanced catechesis, theology, and training in evangelization. So if you feel like you're prepared to share the faith, to articulate the faith with others, this would be a program for you. It is a huge commitment. It's a master's level academic program co-sponsored by St. Paul Inside the Walls and the Immaculate Conception Seminary at Seton Hall University. So it's a master's level. You have to apply. Not everybody gets in. It's rather academic. It's advanced. But for those who have gone through it, they wouldn't have done it any other way. And it's almost too late to join. So if you're interested, you should apply today.
Okay.
Yeah.
We also have this program in Spanish too.
Yes, it's in English and in Spanish. The Spanish one is in Maria Moncaliano, who's on staff here, the director of Hispanic ministry here. She does that in collaboration with St. Elizabeth University, all in Spanish.
Right. And for those of you who speak Spanish, you can apply for that program later this month until November. Just so you're all aware of that. And again, we have all that information on our website. But this year's a little different, Brian, with Certificate in Catholic Evangelization, because there's an added component.
Yes. Yeah. Every person enrolled in the Certificate in Catholic Evangelization is also automatically enrolled into the Certification in Parish Leadership. So we're making sure that we're encouraging lay people to be empowered to help their pastors in leadership in a parish. So we have a certification program that you can apply for. It's on the website. The first event is going to be open to the public, and a wonderful presenter, an award-winning author. His name is Chris Lowney.
We will get to that in a minute, Brian.
Sorry, I'm jumping the gun.
But really, that's a very exciting thing. This is the first year we're doing the leadership separately. That's going to be tremendous. I'm very excited about that as well.
Thank you. Yeah.
We're keeping everybody on their toes. Okay, so next up, we're going to start talking about some of these special events we have going on. And the first one is September 16th. These are kind of standalone programs. September 16th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. is Altar Servers Day.
Yes, so we did this for the first time in a long time last year. We had a lot of people, and it was a great day. So we're going to do it again. And anybody who's an altar server in the many parishes, the 107 parishes of our diocese, they're welcome to come. Parents are allowed to come. You have to register to come because we are serving food. So we encourage that.
Yes. So you can find information on our calendar on that. But we're also working with the vocations office with that, which they've been tremendous as well.
They always are, yes.
So, Brian, you were just about to talk about this event. Let's hear a little bit more about it.
Yes. So Chris Lowney is, he was actually in the seminary to become a priest. So he was at some point at least willing to follow Jesus in that radical way. Sure. But I think he's moved on and had a secular career, did very well, never lost the faith, grew in faith. Now he's an award-winning author. He was or is the managing director of J.P. Morgan and Company. So he's been very successful in the business world, devout Catholic, understands enough of theology to write a book about Catholic leadership. And he is going to be the first of our presenters in this certification in parish leadership. So this event is open for the ordained and lay ministers of the diocese. So if you are a priest, a deacon, or a lay leader, such as a pastoral associate or a DRE or a youth minister, that you're invited to this event.
Yeah, he has written several books. And as a matter of fact, if you are one of the first 10 people that sign up, that register for this, you get a free book.
We have well over 10 people registered, so it's too late for the free book. But just come anyway.
Okay, so then on October 1st, we're going to have another event that we've run for several years now, the Red Mass.
Yes. So I think a lot of, we have the blue mass for policemen, and then people ask, when is the red mass for firefighters? Well, I don't know. Maybe we should call the firefighter mass the orange mass. I'm not sure. But the red mass is for lawyers and judges. Yeah, and this is a mass to celebrate the profession. We have done something at St. Paul's for a long time called Advocati Christi. It's an outreach to Catholic lawyers and judges where we encourage Catholic lawyers and judges to somehow live out their faith, practice their faith as they do their profession within the legal atmosphere, which is a challenge. This person, Judge Esther Salas, is one of those people. So she's the honoree this year. Her story is incredible. We don't have the time to give the details in this little commercial session, but we highly recommend you go on the website, check it out. Even if you're not in the lawyer profession, you're welcome to come and to celebrate this wonderful individual. And it includes a mass followed by a brunch if you register for the brunch.
Exactly. On Sunday, October 8th, right, the 1 week after the Red Mass, we're going to do the Rosary Walk.
Yes, this is done in collaboration with the Order of Malta, which is an ancient or medieval organization. They've been doing this for a long time. And it's a joyful event. We start with a rosary, a prayer here. There's a brief exposition of the Blessed Sacrament right outside at St. Paul inside the walls. And then we walk down Madison Avenue to St. Thomas More Church. And the whole thing takes maybe an hour or two. It's an easy Sunday thing to do with your family. So I highly recommend you come.
I went last year, and it was, October now is just like, so beautiful. It was so nice to be outside and be with everyone. And there's a police escort. So walking from each location, no one has to be nervous about that or anything. It was really great to experience. I think
last year we had a couple hundred people.
Right.
Hopefully it's bigger this year even.
Yeah. See you there.
And Bishop Sweeney will be there.
Excellent. Bishop Sweeney will also be at the Catechetical Conference on October 21st. This Catechetical Conference is in Spanish. So if you are Spanish speaking, you'd like to go to that, it's going to be at St. Elizabeth's University, right down the street in Morristown.
Yeah, we did the same thing in English last year. So we're doing it in Spanish this year. Our director of catechesis for the diocese, Father Yonader Garcia, is perfectly bilingual. So we have the luxury of being able to do things like this in both languages. And St. Elizabeth University has been really accommodating. It's a great venue. So we encourage you, if you can listen to this commercial and if you speak Spanish, to go to this.
Yes.
Yes.
So now, speaking of St. Elizabeth's University and Bishop again, we have our pro-life convocation on October 28th. A lot of things happening in October.
Yes, it's going to be a monster month. We're going to have to take our days off on the weekdays.
Well, this is a bilingual event.
Yes,
so
it is.
whether you speak English or Spanish, this is the event for you. This is a little different. Everyone kind of, expects though this is the Respect Life convocation. Is this going to be about abortion? This year, we're actually talking about
The emphasis will be
human trafficking.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a hot topic right now, so we wanted to touch upon that. Again, that's October 28th. It's from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's going to be a great one too, and we want you to register in advance for this one.
Register in advance. Check out the schedule because there's a number of things going on that day during the event, and it's going to be at St. Margaret's Church in Morristown. Which is a really exciting place. It's one of the hottest parishes in this diocese right now. If you just follow St. Margaret's on Instagram, it's just a booming environment and community. So it'll be very fun to host the event there, to do a walk around that rather fun part of Morristown, and to pray together.
Yes. Sorry for saying the wrong location.
No worries.
But that's going to be excellent as well. So now we have... Here we go. This is at St. Elizabeth's University. Our Diocesan Youth Conference, Embark is the word. This is on Sunday, October 5th. That's from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They have a great speaker. This is going to be one of those really big, exciting events too.
Yes, I think that every parish should be thinking about sending a group of kids to this. It's going to be high quality. It's going to be fun. And it's the first time we've done something like this since before the pandemic. So I hope that there's some pent-up demand and hope and excitement about this event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have another Avocati Christi event. Again, this is for Catholic lawyers and judges on November 14th. That's a Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. 2 robes.
Yeah. Judge Bianco, who's pictured here, is a judge of the Second Circuit, which is in New York City. So it's the level right before Supreme Court. And he and both Judge Salas, they could be future Supreme Court nominees. It's possible. Judge Bianco is very impressive. He's a devout Catholic. He's a very good judge. He's also a deacon. So he's going to be talking about the 2 robes that he wears in his life, the robe of the diaconate and the robe of a judge. So
what great speakers.
Yeah, it's a fun semester. And he'll talk about that integration of work and faith. So even if you're not a lawyer, it'll probably, even if you're like a coal miner, integrating work and faith is part of your responsibility, right? We should always be praying and working as Saint Joseph would have, right? Jesus' stepfather.
Right.
So we highly recommend you go. If you are a judge or a lawyer, you get CLE credits for attending. So there's a special way for you to register on the website.
Awesome. So last but not least, Noche de Velitas on December 3rd. It's at 5 p.m. at Holy Face Monastery on Route 3 in Clifton. This is, I know that it's a Spanish name, but this is very much a bilingual event.
Yeah, if you speak English or Spanish or any other language, I suggest you go. It's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I think this Night of the Little Candles, Noche de las Velitas, it started in Central and South America, but now it's popular everywhere, even in the United States. I got to do this in Nicaragua on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception once. It was the most spectacular thing. So it's a rosary, there's walking, hot chocolate, cookies.
Right.
And it's just a night candlelight rosary with bringing people, different parts of the diocese together. Like us English speakers, we should be just loving and welcoming everybody in our diocese who's a faithful Catholic, worshiping Jesus. If they speak Spanish, they're like our brothers and sisters. This is an opportunity to really integrate and get to know them. So I highly recommend, even if you speak English, to try to come to this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always such a fun time. And even just the location itself, you get to see the city. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
How exciting. Right before Christmas.
Perfect. So how about we try out groups to join real quick?
Sure. Okay. So again, we're going to our website. On the top tab, there's the home tab, the events tab. We talked about all of these. We're going to click groups to join just so you get a little bit of
so
to see about that.
So a couple of things that may apply to the people listening to this little commercial. We have Advocati Christi, which is our lawyers and judges group. There's multiple events going on in the next academic year, so click on that box if that applies to you. We are the center of campus ministry for the diocese. We have full-time people on 3 of our campuses, our like live-in campuses with dormitories. So William Patterson University, Drew University, and Fairleigh Dickinson University. Check out that little box. Click on it. If you're between the ages of 18 and 22, or if you're going to either of those universities, there's going to be a lot going on for you this academic year. We have the most active young adult group in New Jersey for the past 10 to 12 years here at St. Paul Inside the Walls. If you belong to a parish, you don't need to come here. But if you feel disconnected in any way, come here and we will build you up and then help you find a parish. And then lastly, we have a number of really fun women's groups events. One of the things that we've been doing here since the beginning at St. Paul's is a Catholic women's Bible study. So that's on Tuesday mornings here at St. Paul's. It starts with small group discussion, and then it gets into a larger group with one of the favorites of this diocese, Father Brendan Murray. This is a guy you want to know if you don't know him, and he gives his own insights on a particular passage. So we recommend that you just take a look at this groups to join part of the website, and that's an opportunity for like relationship and community. It's not that one-time event.
Right.
Type of thing.
Right. Again, you can find all this information on insidethewalls.org. This and much more you can find there. So I hope you guys check it out.
Yeah, so I'm sad that summer's over, but I'm excited for this stuff.
Oh, me too. It was the best summer ever, but we're going to have the best semester ever.
Amen.
Here we go.
So please check out the website, register, and hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.